Hello friends, my name is Sanket Marathe and today's date is 20 March 2024 and today's topic is data types in Java. So, uh, so first we discuss what is data type. So data type Java is a programming language. Okay, so the computer or the machine cannot learn our human language. So they have a specific language, and we cannot write in that directly in that language because every special character or every special number has their data types. So the definition of data type is that in Java, data types are used to define the type of the data, and that a variable can hold it. And Java supports two categories of the data types. The first is primitive data types, and the second is reference data type. You can also say that non-primitive data types. Okay, so first we discuss about what is primitive data type. So primitive data types are represent the basic data types. They are built into the Java language, and their size are predefined by the language and have a specific size and value. Java has 8 primitive data types. That means in primitive data types, all data types size are mentioned, and they cannot more than in their size. Okay, so we discuss one by one data types and their size. So first we discuss about integer data types and their sizes. So the first is byte data type. So byte data type is a 8-bit size. This size is 8-bit, and it's the integer data type, and its range is -128 to 127. And the next is a short data type. Short data type size is 16-bit integer, and the range is minus 3 30 minus 3 to 32768 to 32767. Okay, then the in data type size as 32-bit. They are the integer data type, and the next is long data type size has 64-bit, and then the next is floating point types. Okay, so the float data types have sizes 32-bit, LEEE as 754 floating point range, and the double data type size as 64-bit IEEE. Okay, and next is in primitive data types there are character type. So in character, the character size is 60-bit in Unicode character ranges. Okay, the next is Boolean type. In the Boolean type, Boolean represent true or false. Then the next is non-primitive data types. That means reference data types. So reference data types are also known as the object types. They are not predefined by the language, and are created using the class or interfaces. They hold a reference to the object stored in the memory. In that data types, there is first is array. So array is the Java are used to store multiple values of the same data types, and they can hold primitive data types or objects. Arrays has a fixed size that must be specified when an array be created, and when we declaring and initialize array, so that time Java copy the code. That means uh, they are accessing the array element by the Java code. Then what is the type conversion? So type conversion is also known as a type casting, and it is the process of converting the data types into the another Java supports into the another. And Java supports two types of type conversion. The first is implicit conversion, that means widening, and the second is the explicit conversion, that means narrowing. So first we discuss about what is widening, that means widening conversion. So widening conversion occurs when the converting smaller data types into a larger data types, and it is performed automatically by the compiler and does not result in the data loss. Then the next is narrowing conversion. So narrowing conversion occurs when converting a large data types to smaller data types and it must be performed explicitly using typecastings and may result in the data loss. Then the next is wrapper and autoboxing. So in wrapper and autoboxing, Java provides wrapper classes for the primitive data types and allowing them to be treated as an object. And autoboxing and unboxing are automatic conversion between the primitive types and their corresponding wrapper classes. So in wrapper classes there are bind wrapper classes, short wrapper classes, integer wrapper classes, long wrapper classes, float wrapper classes, double wrapper classes, character wrapper classes, and the boolean wrapper classes. So what is autoboxing, and now we discuss what is autoboxing and unboxing. Okay, so autoboxing automatically converts primitive types to their corresponding wrapper objects, and unboxing automatically converts wrapper object to their corresponding primitive types. So I think I cover all the data types in this video. So thank you.